Yes, sir. Thank you, Lucius. Time now for Krusty's Corner. It's brought to you by Greystone Roofing. Go to greystone-roofing.com. Here's the king.
Hey, kids! Your old pal Krusty's gonna teach you 5 new words.
You're not wrong about that.
From Dallas, Texas, number 55, Bryan Broaddus.
Thank you very much, Lucius. Appreciate you always playing that. Thank you very much to Greystone as well for being a part of our program. My draft guys that working on the draft, Woolchuck, Dawson.
Yeah, buddy.
I just enjoy watching players.
I'm
a draft guy.
I need to stop watching players that are not coming back.
You know, it's the worst. It really is.
There's nothing worse than watching a player for 40 minutes and then realizing that he is going into the portal for Missouri.
I got to tell you what, I love it, though, when I didn't think the guy was good. I'm like, that's right, you go back to college, you bum.
You refine your game. You're not worthy. You're not ready.
How you choosing your guys? Do you have a system? Like everybody's different. Like I kind of tried to spread it out. So like I've done 70 guys.
Yeah.
And 20 of them are receivers.
I tried spread eagle.
I tried spread that thing all across the board. So I'm looking at centers and guards and safeties and stuff. Do you have a system that you're using?
Well, just right now I'm prioritizing edges, linebackers, and corners, for the Cowboys. So I guess that's part of the system. But for me, like trying to figure it out, it really comes down to Googling, ChatGPTing, what are the traits I should be looking for if I was scouting middle linebacker? Sure. It gives you like 8 things. And then I try to watch the tape and see if I notice that, and then try to work that into my vernacular.
But just picking up the players, you're kind of focusing on the position the Cowboys are looking at.
Yeah.
Okay, Zach, you have to do it like me. You have to kind of spread that thing out because we're on all these platforms doing these things.
Yeah, I mean, and when I first started, it was like under your tutelage, and that's how you did it. So I just kind of followed suit. Now there will be times that once I kind of get through that list, then I'll kind of pivot to what you're saying there, Dawson, where it's like last year, Cowboys need a running back. So I just went through and tried to knock out as many running backs as I can. But I'll try and get the top 50 to 100. On like the consensus big board lists, and then move on to maybe focusing more on like specific need areas.
I'm watching the quarterbacks and wide receivers too because of that Pittsburgh podcast I do.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations! I saw where your podcast for that hit some good numbers on that.
You know what? Making the playoffs is good for numbers.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
It'd be nice if this team decided they want to do that every once in a while.
Yeah.
We'll be back next year. It's our year. Next year's our year
for sure. Chief, I got a question for you.
What's up?
How do the 49ers keep doing this?
F the 49ers.
My gosh.
How do they keep doing this? Are they that well coached? How do they find a way to continually lose players and win these games?
I don't know. It's a testament, I think, for sure, to the coaching staff and to John Lynch and bringing guys in like Eric Kendricks off the street.
How about that?
Who can come in and make an impact for you. He's been there for just a few weeks, and he's playing some solid football. Made one of the bigger plays of the game right there at the end. You saw some of the plays they dialed up. You have the reverse pass. Yeah. How about that? Juwan Jennings, who was a quarterback in high school, rated higher than a lot of the quarterbacks that went on to have great college and NFL success, and then even the touchdown to McCaffrey and the way he drew that up, where he's out of the backfield going left and then he pivots back right. He's got him on to Kobe Dean. That's a mismatch right there. Credit to Brock Purdy and the way he was navigating that. Clearly the best quarterback on the field in that game yesterday. It's wild, dude. It's wild that they're able to continue to overcome. George Kittle getting hurt is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And I think we go back to the electrical substation. We're softening the tendons.
The tendons.
We're softening. We're losing collagen in our bodies. And now you have Kittle blowing out an Achilles. It's just a disaster, all the injuries that they've had. And ultimately that'll end up being the reason why they're not going to be able to win a Super Bowl.
Lucius, you're busy right now. I'm asking a question here. I heard that George Kittle made a request for a bottle of Patron tequila in the locker room.
No.
And the owner sent one down.
Yep.
And then
Man,
evidently
he crushed it.
He crushed it.
It's like it's special. Patron, or is it just regular Club Patron?
I think we're in the owner's box.
Silver.
Yeah, I think we're up there in the owner's box. We're probably trying to get a pretty good bottle.
That was the best they had, probably.
And he requested one, and the owner sent one down for him, and he crushed it while he was.
Got to get a little loose.
I
wanted him to ask for some Quavo.
Yeah, that injury he'd probably
some
like
Jose Quavo.
He'd had enough. Dawson, I'm going to ask you this question.
Fire.
How do you feel about Caleb Williams now?
Man, it's interesting you asked that because I was just thinking about that
That
last
fourth
break.
down pass, holy
unreal.
Jeez.
That's
like
ridiculous.
USC stuff. When we're watching tape and you're breaking that guy down, that's the kind of stuff you saw at USC.
Yeah, I think he's moving out of the bust. He was still 50% completions in that game, but
48
I think it was
passes. I think attempted.
I think it was 15 yards an attempt, I think
it would end up being 9 total, 9 points.
9 yards an attempt, right? 15 per completion.
Right.
Okay, so 15 per attempt would have been insane on his 48 attempts or whatever that was. But no, I think he's moved out of this guy could be a bust. He's not elite, but he's somewhere around the top 12 best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Zach.
Yep.
Saquon Barkley had 100 yards rushing yesterday. 26 attempts. He was stuffed 7 times. Why?
Offensive line is no longer dominant there anymore. They have dealt with a lot of injuries, and they've had a drop-off right now.
Is that something we're going to see going forward with these guys?
I do, because I don't know Lane Johnson. I'm sure he's going to continue to play, but I think Father Time is certainly starting to show up there, physically, the body with the injuries. And also, I wonder if we did a deep dive in watching Lane Johnson, would we notice, okay, he's kind of like we started to see a little bit with Zach Martin. Is he quite the same dominant level of tackle? Now, he might be, but, that happens. I still think Jordan Mailata is great.
Yeah.
Landon Dickerson was playing really from week 1, banged up and injured. Cam Jurgens is a guy that I think maybe has been a little bit, he's been good. Mm-hmm. I don't know that he's great necessarily. I think he was helped by having great players around him, and now losing Jason Kelsey, you're on, year 2 of that. So I do think it was pretty apparent, this offensive line that was a huge reason why they won the Super Bowl last year, because they were the best in the sport. They fell off their standard, and I don't know that they're ever going to get back there. That might be an area that they look to address this offseason. Maybe it's through the draft. Maybe they're a team that starts hunting some of these offensive tackles to try and get ahead of replacing Lane Johnson.
Chief, I'm going to ask you this question. Puka Nacua the most clutch wide receiver in the playoffs?
Ooh, I hate the blemish that he has with the one big drop there in that game versus Carolina, but he is as fun of a player to watch from a clutch standpoint. I think he's right up there. I'm trying to rattle off in my brain right now who I'd be trusting more. But he's such an all-around dominant player. It's crazy.
Hard to cover, right?
Hard to cover, tough as all hell, catches in traffic, and then the blocking aspect to his game is lethal. And so he's all around. When we start doing our off-season position group lists, I think Puka is going to be he's easily a top 3 receiver in the NFL.
It's good. That's a good analogy there, I think.
The only guy that's comparing in my mind is Smith and Jigba. If you got to pick one guy.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
We'll see, coming
next
up.
week.
But I think when you watch Puka play, it's amazing what he does. Dawson, I'll ask you this. Carolina Panthers, they turned the corner with their roster in this team?
Yeah, they have a decent identity on defense, and they can stop the run. They can be tough up the middle of it. And Stink was telling us about that on Cowboys Week, and it continues to be true with them. I think offensively, they need more than Ted McMillan. I guess Rico Dowdle's a free agent again, so I don't even know if you'd want to bring him back.
Sounds like he's interested in moving on. But
they've raised the floor of that roster significantly. I don't know if it can get over the top or anywhere close to that, but at least they're respectable.
How about this one, Wolchuk?
Yep.
How are we so wrong about Drake Maye?
Well, I mean, I liked Drake Maye. I know you did not. I thought he had some Josh Allen-like tendencies, but I did put him behind in that draft class. I think he was my 4th quarterback.
Yeah.
Because I had Penix as my number 3 guy. So, I mean, I liked Maye, but yeah, he looks like he could end up being the best of that bunch. I mean, I still think Jaden Daniels is awesome. He was my number 2 quarterback that draft. Caleb Williams was 1. But, I think we probably underestimated the drop-off in wide receivers because they graduated Josh Downs.
Yeah, he took a lot of blame for North Carolina's problems.
Yeah, and I think that the weaponry around him, offensive line, wide receivers, I think that probably made it look a little bit more challenging, and we put too much of the blame on him than what we're seeing even at the NFL level now with Josh Allen. Like, as great as Josh Allen is, you've got to have help as a quarterback, no matter if you're, John Elway to Joe Montana, all these guys. I mean, you have to have help around you. So I think that was part of it, and then it was also just kind of the feast or famine nature. There were times where he'd make a play that your jaw would drop and say, wow, that's an NFL throw. There were also plays where it's like, these are moon balls that nobody has a chance to catch. So it was some of the inconsistency on the tape in which we saw him play. But the talent was there. There was no doubt that he was a really talented player.
Chief, I ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
What qualifies for a stinky game?
Ooh.
Because in the break, you guys, and it's one of the questions I added, was you guys were kind of kicking it around like, I hope this game tonight's not a stinky game.
Yeah,
what qualifies for a stinky game in your eyes?
A lot of punts, lot of turnovers, a lot of penalties.
Anybody rip cheeks in here?
Not me.
Catching a whiff again. I didn't want to.
It's coming through the air vent.
Okay.
Oh, is that right?
Because it smells gassy.
Somebody's farting into the air vent?
It smells like there's a lingering rotten egg fart.
Yeah. Yep. Like
Well, they had a
somebody's just
problem.
peeled
Does
hard-boiled.
anybody know where DJ Pridemore is right now?
Is he working on the HVAC unit?
What is that, sulfur? Like sulfur smell?
They had a problem this morning. RJ was like, he was crushing. RJ was trying to get through a segment, and Sean wouldn't let him do it.
I was cooking breakfast at the time listening to that, and I was just being made sick.
Yeah, Sean was just like, RJ was like going on, and then Sean just kept bringing it up. Like, what are you doing over there?
I think it might be this smell. I think this might be the smell.
It seeped into one of the
If
cheeks.
anybody could have a fart linger like 7 or 8 hours, it would be choppy.
It would.
He like admitted that and Sean was like disgusted with him. I mean, completely. But stinky game, a lot of interceptions. Dawson.
Yeah, I'm thinking the punts, the turnovers.
Yeah.
And then just super low scoring.
It's a kickoff.
Check downs on offense, 3 yards a carry, and punts.
Field goals.
Basically, see the Chargers from last night.
How about you there, Willie, to finish this thing out?
Yeah, the field goal kickers are just rotating on and off the field, and it basically just turns into, hey, which kicker's the better one? And it's a 6-5 game.
I'll tell you what,
safety mixed in.
Some fan bases learned yesterday or the last couple of days their field goal kicking's not very good.
Nope.
Not very good. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.